Hey guys, it's Kirk at Willie's here, and we're going to talk about some general maintenance things and how to restring and get your guitar cleaned up, which is also what we do when we ship guitars nationally, internationally. Ask your string preference and make sure to give them a good thorough cleaning. Important things about that: have a clean workspace so you don't scratch up your guitar. When we start, always have clean hands too, because any grit on your fingers can give a little bit of smudge on a finish that's not going to come out. So essentially, to do this job, we can get by with two tools. This is a string winder with a little notch in it. That's going to help you get the bridge pin out. I'm a little fancier, so I have a little paddle. So, first step, make sure your guitar's in playing shape. This 2005 D45V is set up quite nicely. So at this point, we're ready to get to work. So now that we got the strings slacked, I'm going to take our pin puller, remove all 6 pins. Now we're going to take the strings loose. I'd use the bass side first. Be careful of the headstock not to scratch that. The ends of these strings can be sharp. So one important thing is conditioning and oiling the fretboard, because if they get dry they can crack, and it's also a good time to get that funk from your hands off your fretboard, which will kill your strings. It gets into those windings, and that's where your strings lose their luster. That can be a big contributing factor. So steel wool that you can get at the hardware store, they sell it in grades. This is the 4-0s, the finest grade you can get. If you get anything much more aggressive than that, you risk damaging your frets and scraping up the board. So we're going to start crosswise with a small piece, because you don't want to scrape up your finish. If you're unsure about the body joint area, tape it off. It's light motions all the way down the board. Now when I get up to the body joint, I want to be extra careful. Then put away your steel wool. It can scratch a finish. We have air in a can to get all the little specks off of here without rubbing. Now we're ready to apply the oil. There's many ways to do this. You can use a spray bottle like we carry here. This is just a standard lemon oil. I like to just saturate a paper towel with that and hand apply it. If you have a really dry board, you might need to spray multiple coats on it. And this stuff is oil, so be careful about touching your finish. So you just want to wipe it into the wood. And if you can see the difference in the color already, the excess we're gonna wipe off later. So continue all the way down. If you're gonna do your Stratocaster or other electric instrument with a rosewood or ebony board, you're gonna want to make sure to put some masking tape on top of your pickups to keep that steel wool debris from sticking to it, because your pickups are a magnet and steel sticks to magnets. Alright, so we've let our guitar sit for about 5 minutes. That allows the oil to soak into the wood. Now we're going to wipe off the excess with paper towels. Tear them into chunks, because as you work it's going to build up and you're going to have to change your towels out. Then we'll be on to restringing. So I like to do one fret at a time. Check how much is coming off on my towel. Make sure the fretboard is dry. This also gets some of the hand gunk next to the frets taken out for you as well, which is good hygiene. Right, now that we've gotten the whole fingerboard cleaned, it's time to go wash your hands, get that oil off, because you don't want to smudge that all over your finish. I'll be right back. Alright, now that we got the fretboard done, strings are off, take this time to clean the rest of the body. So for that, standard pump polish, and get to work. Get all that sweat, spilled beer, Jägermeister, whatever your poison of choice is, off of your guitar. Try not to get any of this on the fretboard as well. So that's just freshly cleaned and oiled. Very fine cloth. You can get microfiber or just a standard polished cloth to finish it off. I like to start with the paper towels so I don't load up my finishing cloth with excess polish. Now we'll do the same to the back of the neck. So now here we have our fretboard, oiled and conditioned, looking beautiful. It's going to keep that ebony looking gorgeous for life.